G'day scrappers. Well, I'm going out to do a bit of a e-waste pickup today, and a little bit unusual job, this one, because it's apparently it's a deceased estate. So I have seen a picture of what I'm picking up, so there's not a great deal of good stuff, but I'm kind of just helping him out, and I don't want to knock back the job because it'll be bad karma, and you know, knock back one job and you might not get the next 4 jobs. So I'm just going to do it. It is a house, and yeah, they do have, it's mostly audio visual equipment. There are a couple of PCs and old laptops and stuff. So yeah, just going to see what, you know, I'll take it all, and mostly it's going to be rubbish, but hopefully there are a few little, you know, good bits in there that vintage. It's going to be nothing like the deceased estate, the Hoarders house that I did. That was one in a lifetime job. So this one's a lot smaller, very straightforward. So let's just go and do it. I thought I'd bring the camera along and have a little look. So let's get there. Okay. Here we go. G'day.
Those ones are really old.
Yeah, that's fine. All right.
Van open?
Yep, ready to go. Yeah. All right. I'll make a start with this stuff.
Oh, you will take the monitors?
Yeah, I'll take it all. Not a problem.
Did you tell him the others are outside?
No, not yet.
Oh. How much room have you got? What have you brought?
We'll see what
It's just the back of my push bike. On the
Okay, I've got another 6 monitors outside.
Okay, I'll
see.
if I can fit them in.
What if we just start bringing it out here? And
Yeah, and I can just keep loading. Well, that's an oldie.
they are. There's
Almost older than me.
there's a lot of them. You used to do Unix systems.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Wow. That's an old one. Oh, you're right. Oh, wow. Oh. That's fantastic. Olivetti.
Do you take keyboards?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything electronics I can help you with. Oh. Wow. Some classic monitors.
That's a really oldie.
Gosh, my gosh. This is the oldest monitor. Wow. Real vintage.
He bought another one himself when his one broke down, and I've ended up with all three of them.
Old General Electrics.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Just got to take a photo of my nightmare childhood coming back to me. Oh, the things I was going, things from 1958 is my day.
Okay. How much?
Oh, thank you so much. You're more than a guardian angel today.
No problem.
Oh. I'll keep saying this
You're a lifesaver, thank you for that.
Okay, well, how was that? That was quite interesting, and yeah, I mean, there was a lot that I was expecting, the junkie stuff and that. Some surprising things, like the computers, Olivetti, complete system, like with monitor, all, you know, they look in good condition, and then there's some yeah, sort of junky vintage PCs, but they're all like really old, great stuff. It was a bit of fun. I was almost having second thoughts about going to do the job, because I just thought, oh, it's going to be just so much of you know, turntables and speakers, stereo systems. Well, there were a couple of turntables, but there were no speakers. They had a really old wooden TV that I couldn't really do much with. It was just going to be really a pain for me to bring back. So they kept the TV. Good, but yeah, unbelievable. Just so many vintage things. There's even a couple of boxes of just circuit boards, all kinds. Well, that was good. And you know, the thing with deceased estates, and even though this guy wasn't into electronics, he was just keeping everything. You know, I like to, rather than, you know, it would have been a shame for all that to be just thrown into a rubbish bin, a skip bin or something like that, and sent off as scrap metal or whatever. You know, we might be able to preserve some of the things. You know, some of the things just might be interesting to look at. Really nice. So now I've still got a big job ahead of me, because I've got to go back and unload it, and so I'm going to just spread it out and just have a little look as I'm unloading it, what we actually got. So the video will probably be a little bit longer than I expected, because I didn't think there's going to be so many interesting things to go through. But yeah, this is fun. All right, guys, well, let me get back and we'll start unloading. Okay, well, here we are. Some junky stuff at the end. even a microwave. It's okay. Some old VCRs. Not much there. All right. What's that? Just scrap metal. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just make a start. I'll get rid of some of this junky stuff, and then yeah, I'll start spreading out some of the good stuff, and we'll have a bit of a look and see what's in there. All right then. Well, I've unloaded the van, and there's 3 classic General Electric vacuum cleaners. Pretty cool. Probably get rid of them. There's a generic PC. Doesn't really give me much indication what's in it, but it's going to be cool. There's a pretty big server there. I saw a 386. It's already kind of been opened up and a bit smashed up, but there's a 386 CPU in there. That's awesome. Quite a few monitors, but I didn't mind these monitors because you know, some of them certainly need a bit of a clean-up, but yeah. So the classic Commodore 1084S, that's a good one. So it looks in pretty good condition. And well, the 2 really interesting PCs are, this is the Olivetti M28. It's this was actually an expensive computer back in the day. It was a high-end computer. It was about $5,000, and that's $5,000 US. Another M28, a little bit different. This one's got a missing 5 1/4 floppy, and this one's got some kind of, it's a bit of a gap in there, so it might have something missing. And then a couple of Olivetti monitors as well. This one is in really good condition, and so there you go. That's so it's part of the thing. Still got this original cable, but the problem is this cable has had something knocking it down over the years, and it's a bit damaged. So that would have to be replaced. Before anyone tried to get it working. And this monitor here, so this is great. It's got a completely different front. And the Olivetti M28, this had the 286 CPU. Okay, so it's definitely a lot different. Yeah. So this one looks like a later model, definitely. It just I can't see any model number apart from just Olivetti personal computer. But that's interesting, isn't it? 2 Olivetti M28s and 2 different monitors. Even though this one's older, I kind of prefer this one. Just looks cool. And then I got some real vintage ones. This one here is, what do they call this? Yeah, this is the ADM 11, and it's actually a bit of a classic. I'm not sure what these ones are. That might also be similar. Some really ADM 11 also. Okay, so just some different variations, or no, these two are identical. This one's broken up the top. It's also the ADM11. Okay, so they're all ADM11, so I'd imagine this is I'll get rid of my Commodore. At the last Hoarders place, I think I got a couple of these. So, yeah, good to get one, and it doesn't look like it's been thrown around much. Yeah, ADM 11. So I got 4 ADM 11s. Actually, maybe another one down there. What's this one? Just a Super VGA monitor. Yeah, so okay, I just try and I've got to stack these into the garage for now until I work out what to do with them. I'm not sure if I've got an M28. I do have some Olivettis, but these are from like mid-80s. Something like that, but I think I've got Olivetti's going back to, gosh, 70s, mid-70s. And then there's 2 of these VCRs, the N1700, a bit of a classic. Obviously, the Sony Betamaxes are pretty big as well. I think this is bigger. And but yeah, these are I think these were the first video recorder that you could actually record off the TV. So yeah, I think they're kind of like a classic. Not sure obviously if they work. They've got these really cool little control pads here. I was looking for remote controls for them, but I'm pretty sure this is it. But I could be wrong. Tracking and all kinds of things. There's no discs, but the discs, I mean, if you wanted to see if it was working, you could put a disc. The discs are pretty easy to find on eBay, but with this kind of thing, I don't know really what to do with them, but you wouldn't turn it on and play it until you opened it up and someone that knows what they're doing and really cleaned a head and polish it up and maybe put a new belt in it and so on, all the things that they normally do. But 2 of them. So I don't know what to do with these. Unfortunately, they're huge. They're big and heavy things. So, oh well. So yeah, it was a pretty interesting pickup. I got 4 laptops. Old school laptops. So here, Satellite Pro 420s in not bad condition, and a Satellite Pro 400. Oh, that's handy. Password, yes. Not sure what CPU runs on them. But yeah, just got a couple more interesting things. So these 2 laptops came in bags. So here's another Satellite Pro, but in spectacular condition. And what's very unusual is the original power supply with cable. And just a old school Microsoft mouse. So yeah, the fact that it's got the original power supply is quite cool. That's that one. And then this one in original old school Toshiba bag. Might even be leather. And this is the 490 CDT in spectacular condition, like almost new condition. The Pentium 2 running Windows 95, and also has
the original power supply. And what else did I see? Oh yeah, it's also got the user's manual. So this one's kind of a bit of a, you know, starting to get into the collectible bracket, and it also has the drivers put on a CD, so that would probably be handy too. So that was interesting. A few really snazzy looking vintage laptops, and then I got 2 boxes of keyboards, and the first keyboard I can see right on the top is really interesting me, and ooh, it's missing a key. That's the key. But this one, I don't think I've ever gotten one of these before. And how's that? Now, it's not really clicky, but it kind of is. So it's missing one key up the top here. But it's in, apart from the standard yellowingness that it gets over the years, it's in really good condition. And this is it's an Apple computer model M0110A, made in USA. So, not sure what this computer was off. Obviously a very early Apple. It's quite thick. It's twice as thick as a regular keyboard, or regular old school keyboard. So that was awesome. Really happy about that one. I do like my vintage keyboards, you know, and I got a bit of a thing for them. This one here, the NTC. Now I have to sort of look into this one, but yeah, still got. So it's in good condition. So it's actually a clicky, but it's obviously not the IBM. So the NTC, I'll have to look it up, but it's definitely a clicky. All right, so that's a good one too. A strange one, but interesting. Okay, now, okay, well, Olivetti. So it's obviously the keyboard for one of our Olivetti systems. Might be, who knows, one of them. Wow, and I love the keys that they're blue. So that's pretty cool. And all the keys there, it's kind of clicky as well. That's interesting. It's actually a very heavy one, and made in Italy. How's that? An ANK 2886. Okay. So it's all there. It's got one cable, still in good condition. Yeah, maybe it went with this. I'm not sure. It's got a light blue, whereas these are a darker blue. So that is definitely something really special, because I just don't see Olivetti keyboard. Okay, I know what this is. The ADM 11. Oh, okay. That changes a kind of changes something for me. The reason I just recognize it because just these keys, how it's short, doesn't have, you know, these kind of keys. It's just oddball, and it's for them, believe it or not. Wow. So that's it. That's keyboard, monitor, and yeah, wow. Zentek. Wow, ADM 11. So it's actually the same. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, they're both the same model number. I'm pretty sure it's, you know, they go hand in hand big time. And look at that. Okay, another one, ADM 11. Oh, wow. Okay. assembled in Mexico. This one is actually in beautiful condition. Just needs a little, it's dusty, but that one is spectacular as well. Oh, don't tell me another one. Oh my gosh, yeah, it must have been from like a business or something. You know how they all, you know, they've got so many of the same thing. And this would have been a changeover of technologies, but I can't believe I've got 3 ADM11s. Make that 4. Oh my gosh, make it 5. Actually, no. Oh, this one. Oh, this one's even better. Okay. So it's also the ADM11. It looks like it could be maybe a C. AWA computers. I love this one because these ones, Zentech ADM11. It might be a generic. And this, the ADM11, AWA. Hard to say. Hard to say. But I love that. That's 5 ADM11 keyboards. Okay. And before people, although this one, yeah, oh yeah, it's just missing the cable, but it's pluggable. Yeah, before anyone screams at me, I'll stack these keyboards properly, straight up and down, so they're not sitting on top of each other. Look at that. How many? 6. Wow. 6 ADM11 keyboards. That's unheard of. To get it just in one pickup, one collection. So, okay. What else? One more box of keyboards. Give me an M1. Oh, close. Well, not quite. This is the Honeywell. It's actually, I like this keyboard. I just like Honeywell, but it's not, certainly not clicky. Still old school plug, but probably right at the end of this. They're all assembled in Mexico back in the day. Hey, yeah, I can't see a date, but that's nothing really special. This Silly Tech, nothing special at all. But another Olivetti. Second one. It's the same. It's got the blue. Yeah, ANK 2886. I'll have to look these up. The cable is heavy duty, that's for sure, but it's in good condition. Wow. Yeah. Oh yeah. See how this one is light blue, the lines light blue, and this one's dark blue. Right, so one came from one came from the other. I'm not sure, but I don't think it matters. Just a junky Logitech and just some mice. Let's see if there's anything unusual. This is okay, an old Microsoft mouse interface for serial and IBM PS2 mouse ports. Okay. Yeah, old school Microsoft. These are good. When you get this sort of stuff, these are very retro and collectible. And this serial mouse interface, I've never got one of them before, so I'll count that as special. They did try and get quite fancy with mouse pads and all that over the time, didn't they? Generic, sure, laser, yeah. So, mouse, it's just mouse. That's as generic as you can get. Yeah, so the rest is just pretty much junky mice. Also got a vintage black and white TV, the red one. Big monitor, another monitor, but the good monitor, the modern CRT, is this nice big Sony Triniton. Yeah, 1996. Especially the Sony Trinitons, they are a good quality. Don't know how, if it's going to work or not. I might test it out, because I think that the Sony Trinitron 17-inch monitor CRT is going to be something sought after later on. People will start wanting them just like they want the old school Commodores and all that. Wow. So yeah, and the rest was just some boxes of cables and just printers and DVD stuff and power tools and and my 3 vacuum cleaners. But these will be interesting, especially the one down there with the 386. And oh yeah, that's right, we'll deal with that. And this whole bin full of, it's mostly cable stuff and nothing vintage or interesting. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That was a really interesting old pickup, and still got to go through a lot of things, but I'd love to know what that is from. The old Apple. It's in great condition. It's just missing a key. That's a real shame, but that's the NTC. I think I already got NTC ones. And there we go. What to do with these old things? ADM11, Zentech, AWA computers here in Australia. It's just, don't you think it's interesting? Well, the fact that I've got a few ones sort of busted, I might even just have a look inside, see what they're made of, but God, I couldn't have. Yeah, so this monitor must have been dropped, so I still like that one, but yeah, how's that? I couldn't ask for much more than to get, I knew there was going to be a couple of Olivetti PCs, but then to get the matching monitor and keyboard, the whole thing is awesome. And these AWM or ADM 11s with 5-6 keyboards. And these, what do I do with these? I don't want to, throw them away as scrap. They're one day people are going to really want one for just to play around with it, use it for research or whatever, just nostalgia. But they're just so big and heavy to store, take up a lot of space. I might, but I'm not going to, I've got to keep them. And maybe one day someone will make me a good offer. Anyway, guys, hope that was a bit of fun. I thought I'd just, it was a random pickup that I got. It was a deceased estate, so yeah. A lot of times when you do these deceased estate, like apparently this guy wasn't an electronics guy. He wasn't a tinkerer. He just kept everything, and including these ridiculous vacuum cleaners. But you know what? if we had a film studio, you know, a big one here in Australia, like Hollywood, there's a lot of props companies in America that they stockpile all kinds of retro things, and then they rent them out as props, and so you can polish these up, and it would just be like great grandma used to vacuum the house in the 1950s. Who knows? But same with PC monitors and stuff, you know, if you want to go, or a big VCR, you know, it could be all used in props in filmmaking. All right, guys, hope that was a bit of fun. Really interesting things. If you got any comments about these oddball stuff, the ADM 11s, really interesting. The Olivetti M28s, if you know anything about that. These Philips N1700s, if you know anything about them, it'll be good. And if anyone wants a vacuum cleaner, come and pick one up, ready to go. Even got the cord. Didn't even cut the cord. Keep scrapping, have fun. I'll catch you next time.